Hello my students, this is P. Venkateshwarlu, PGT Physics. Today I will discuss about dielectrics and capacitance. Dielectrics and capacitance. Okay, dielectrics and capacitance or CBSE plus 2 second chapter. In this topic we are going to learn about characteristics of properties of the conductors and insulators. Also we'll go through the concepts of capacitor and concept of capacitors and their combination, conductors and insulators. Coming to conductors and insulators. Conductors and insulators. Okay, so what is conductor or what are the conductors? So conductor is a material. Conductor, it is a material which allows electric current. Or conductor is a material or substance which have large number of free electrons. So we know that all metals, the example for conductors. Insulators means what? The substance or the material which does not have large number of free electrons and which does not allow electric current through it. Clear? It is called insulators. Okay, so we know that examples of insulator. Okay, so what are the examples of insulator? Okay, wood, then glass, rubber, means plastic. These are the examples of insulators. That's why which are used coating of conducting materials. The silver is the best conductor. Silver. Here, so we can have some properties of conductor. Coming to my children, properties of conductors. Okay, first one. See, inside the material, inside the conductor, electric field is 0. Okay, electric field is 0. So even the material is conductor which allows the electricity which have large number of free electrons, but inside the conductor E value is 0. Okay. So next, coming to second one, at the surface of the charged conductor, electrostatic field is normal to the surface at any point. Okay. See, at second one, suppose any surface is there. Okay. In this surface, electric field always normal at every point. My dear children. Okay. Clear? Okay. Here it means E is normal to the surface. Okay. At any surface, electric field is normal to the surface at particular point. Okay, clear? Coming to third one, the interior of the conductor can have no excess charge at the static situation. The interior of the conductor, inside the material, no charge. Okay, because charge is always resides the surface. If any substance is there, always charge resides at the surface. Okay, that's why inside the conductor there is no charge. These are the properties. Okay. So next, electrostatic potential is constant throughout the volume of the conductor and has the same value of outside. Okay, so electrostatic potential is constant inside and outside. Okay, so this is the substance. V is constant. V is constant. Okay, V out also constant. Okay, electrostatic potential in the case of conductor inside and outside is same value, my dear children. Okay, so coming to fifth one, surface charge density of the conductor should be different at different points. Okay, surface density, surface charge density. Okay, means sigma. Surface charge density which is different for different surfaces. Okay, so sigma changes. Sigma is different for different surfaces. Okay, charge density. Okay, surface charge density. Surface charge density means what, Nana? What surface? Charge per unit surface area. Charge per unit area, charge per unit surface is called surface charge density, sigma. Clear, my dear children? Once again I will discuss about the properties of a conductor. Inside the conductor, the electrostatic field is 0, E is equal to 0. So at the surface of charge conductor, electrostatic field must normal to the surface, and inside the material no charge present. Charge is always resides outside the surface, and inside and outside electrostatic potential is same. Okay, it is not zero. And fifth one, surface charge density is different for different surfaces. If surface is differ, surface charge density also differ. It's clear, my dear children? Electrostatic shielding. My children, coming to electrostatic shielding. The phenomena of protecting a certain region of space from the external electric field is called electrostatic shielding. So we know that inside the conductor electric field is 0. So protecting some instruments from external electric field, they are enclosed in hollow conductors. See, my dear children. See here, this is the region. Here in this region we have to take some materials. Here E value 0, electric field is 0. So understand. And suppose we have to take a different surface. Okay, E value 0, but E value 0. And here surface charge density is different. E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught n cap. Okay, it refers electric field which is always normal to the surface. Here the charge is differ, charge density is differ. Here the charge density is differ. Clear, my children? Next, we know that electrostatic potential of V is constant. And outside also constant, medicine. Inside and outside constant, E value 0. So electric field intensity is differ from different surfaces based on the electric field intensity. So charge density we have to say. So and one more thing, suppose where we have to protect some materials. Yes. So this is the material. In this case, we are placing some important materials to protect material from external electric field here, and charge density also 0. Charge density also is 0. Clear? Yes, my student. Coming to insulators. Insulators are the materials through which electric charges cannot flow. Example, rubber, wood, and etc. So insulators are also called dielectrics. Insulators also called dielectrics. My children, insulator also called dielectrics, my children. So when an electric field is applied, individual charges appears on the surface of the dielectric. Hence, it can be said to that dielectrics are insulating materials which transist the electric effect without conducting. Okay, see when this type of materials, when we are placed in electric field, it transist electric effect without conducting. Clear, my children? Then we have to discuss about free charges and bound charges. Free charges and bound charges inside the conductor. Okay, so first one, free charges. And second one, bounded charges. Okay, see here in the case of all metals. Okay, all metals. Metals are examples for conductors. Electrons are the charge carriers in a metal. The outer electrons far away from their atoms and free to move. These electrons are called electrons. Free electrons are conduction electrons. The electrical conductivity of the material depends upon the number of free electrons present in it. So depends upon the number of free electrons present in it, and electrons leave an atom become positively charged ion. The positively charged ions and bound electrons remains held in their fixed position and are called bound charges. When an electron leaves an atom becomes a positively charged ion. The positively charged ion and bound electrons remaining held in their fixed position and are called it bound electron. Coming to my children, polar or non-polar molecule. Okay, see here, polar molecules having permanent dielectric moment. So dielectric moment or dipole moment, it is denoted P bar. Okay, so P bar is equal to what, Nana? What, my children? The product of charge into separation distance. The product of charge into separating distance. Polar molecules mentioned. Polar molecules. Okay. So in a polar molecules, consider HCl. Okay. HCl. In the case of HCl, we can see this HCl like this, plus minus. Okay. These are arranged like this in a straight. Linear polar, you can say linear polar. Here in this polar molecule, each molecule having permanent dipole moment. P is not equal to 0. Okay, the center of the positive charge and center of the negative charge will not coincide in this case. Okay, polar molecules having permanent dielectric moment or dipole moment. Clear? So example, HCl, H2O, okay, H2O, these are the examples. Clear? See here, whenever dielectric slab we can take, so here in this case polar molecules are arranged like this. Okay, plus minus, like this. Okay. See here, by arranging this type of molecule, if we have to calculate net dipole moment, that net dipole moment is 0. Okay, so whenever electric field is applied, electric field is applied. Okay, so the dipoles are arranged like this. Dipoles are arranged like this, my children. Okay, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, so due to this, the slab get permanent dielectric moment. P bar is not equal to 0. It exists dipole moment. Okay, P bar is not equal to 0. So in the case of non-polar medicine, see, in non-polar molecules, the molecules which having center of positive charge and center of negative charge is coincide. Okay, it is spherical one. Here in this case, positive and negative charges are coincide. What, my children? Positive and negative charges are coincide, my children. Example, O2, CO2, oxygen, O2 and CO2. In this case, the center of positive charge and negative charge coincide. Here each molecule dielectric moment is 0 because P is equal to Q into 2L. Here the distance 2L becomes 0, then P becomes 0. P bar becomes 0. Clear? Okay, here whenever we have to take a dielectric slab like this, in this case positive and negative charges are coincide each other. Okay, so this material is having no net dipole moment. P bar is equal to 0. So whenever electric field is applied, the material gets permanent dielectric moment like this. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Clear, my children? Okay, whenever the positive charge and negative charge one to another, it having some gap, some length, so we can say that the molecule is having permanent dielectric moment, permanent dielectric or dipole moment. It's clear, my children? Yes. So example O2 and CO2. Here examples polar molecules for HCl and H2O. Okay, in the case of HCl, H2O, each molecule having permanent dielectric moment. Okay, see here positive charge and negative charge is separated some distance. Here in this case positive and negative charge do not coincide. Okay, so by taking dielectric slab means the type of material, so the atoms are arranged like this. In this case you have to add total dielectric moment, so it should be 0. So net dielectric moment is 0. If we can apply electric field to the dielectric slab, okay, having a permanent dipole moment or dielectric moment, okay, it gets, see here, these atoms are, the polar molecules are arranged order like this. Okay, clear, my children? In the case of non-polar, positive and negative charges are coincide. Clear, my children? My children, dielectrics. Dielectrics are insulating materials which transmit electric effects without actual conducting electricity. So once again, these are materials which transmit electric effect without actually conducting material. Dielectrics are of two types: non-polar, polar. Non-polar dielectrics and polar electrics. So coming to non-polar dielectrics. The molecules in which that center of positive charge coincide with the center of negative charge called non-polar molecules. Such molecules are symmetry in shape. Examples: O2, CO2, CH4, non-polar dielectrics. See here, consider one non-polar dielectric molecule. Their dipole moment is 0, P is equal to 0, and linear molecule CO2 also P bar is 0, electric dipole moment is 0, my dear children. So coming to polar dielectrics. In the polar dielectrics, if the center of the positive and negative charge do not coincide because of the symmetric shape of the molecules, then these are called polar molecules. Here in this case, do not coincide with the positive charge and negative charge. Example, HCl, H2O, NH3, etc. Here HCl molecule is there, H plus Cl minus. The direction of dipole moment is always negative to positive charge. This positive and negative charge do not coincide each other. So this type of molecules, polar dielectrics, you can say, to polar dielectric moment. So in the case of H2O, H plus O minus 2 here. So in this case, the direction of dipole moment from negative charge to positive charge. Okay, my children.